And we're unmuted and live on the internet. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. Oh, we're also on Lost Seas because I'm dumb. There we go. Holy winds.
Yay.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Cannon's the DM now, and you're back to being pirates.
We were not pirates.
I wish Cthulhu rises out of the water and sinks your boat.
Damn it, not again.
He was asking if you had any cheese. Anyway, we are back with another episode of Holy Winds, and we are going to finish up the quiet year because we're playing Winter. Oh, I need to open up a document as well so I remember what these cards actually mean. Because the main one I remember from Winter is if you draw the Kings of Winter, the Frost Shepherds, it's over. The quiet year ends.
What?
So, if you draw in Winter, which I'm about to drop this, if someone draws the King of Spades, the quiet year ends immediately at that moment. So, as a refresher, y'all had made it to just off the coast of the island of Oblet. Y'all had created a series of reefs, which I do have on a new map, but I didn't change that one out for this one yet because I know y'all are going to draw more stuff and I'll need to add that to it. So, y'all had found the pirate base for the now ghost pirate ship that y'all made and is somewhere in the Oblet Strait, probably scaring the shit out of somebody. Y'all just made like basically a little Scooty Puff Jr. pirate boat out of what used to be pirates.
And Trevor.
Yep. And Mulak found a ring and made everybody false identities, some of which cannot be said on stream ever again.
As you.
Oh, Emily, I figured out the character I'm gonna do in your game. His first name is David.
You're evil, Knox.
I mean, you knew this coming. You knew this. Y'all both knew this coming in.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Anyway,
Last
so
name start with an M.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dear Lord, this is how we get banned. Thing with the stuff I've done and the farts that have been caught on stream, I don't think they'll cancel us yet.
We're not. Oh no, we are not nearly important enough to get canceled.
This is true. However, I believe before we start this game, should I open up the wager pool of if I'm going to get caught farting or burping terribly and clearing a table again this year?
I mean, anyone who says no is going to lose that bet.
No, I'm just saying, is it going to be a burp or a fart?
Oh.
I mean, you act like it's
both.
Well, they're not both going to happen.
Yeah, or that combo.
No, that's when I would implode or explode into just a terrible mess.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, so we are on to Winter. Who was the last person to draw?
I think Tarl.
Yeah, we'd gone through the full list of everyone.
Okay, so that means Arvax gets to start off our draws for Winter. So draw this card. The Ace of Winter.
Yeah, I was about to say, I swear to God, if I pull the freaking king.
You know, that would track. That would track. But with the Ace. So now is the time to conserve energy and resources. A project fails, but gain in abundance. Or now is the time to hurry labor and final efforts. A project finishes early, but gain a scarcity. I think we only have one project, and that was Tarl's spy thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that ends early.
Okay, so what are we getting onto a scarcity?
Warriors
Shelter. Well, shelter shouldn't be a scarcity anymore. Y'all found a place.
Yeah.
Abundance on food, abundance on medical herbs, abundance on fresh water.
I don't want to say food because we can just fish. I guess maybe fresh water since we're on a little island and we're surrounded by, the sea.
Okay, y'all have found a little well, but it seems to have turned brackish. All right, so discover something new, start a new project, or hold a discussion.
Well, when are we gonna find out the results of Tarl's project at his turn, or?
No, at the end, when this turns over, Tarl gets to
Burp.
state some of the stuff that he found.
Oh, excuse me. I guess since I created a scarcity of water, start a project for us to create another well.
How long do you think it will take you to dig on this sandbar to find a suitable amount of fresh water?
I don't know. A week?
I mean, it's just digging a hole.
I mean, I can't do less than a week, so a week.
Okay. So, Tarl, describe some of what your you think your scouts will find here at the city of Oblet.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Was that not coming through?
I heard you. Because I upped your project time.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-oh. Can Kana not hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I was making sure we didn't have technical difficulties.
The scouts tell me that there is a stream bordering the city, and from inquiries of the citizens that it's fed by 3 lakes. There's an abundance of trees and mountainous areas, so we could probably set up a good, and the citizens of Oblet are receptive of new people coming in.
Cool. Thank you. You're very kind. Now I do not have to edit a large section of the map. All right. Peregrine, draw a card. The 8. Winter is harsh and desperate. Our desperation gives rise to fear-mongering. Choose one. Spend the week calming the masses and dispelling their violent sentiments. The week ends immediately. Declare war on someone or something that counts as starting a project. So in other words, if you choose the first one, Claire, you don't start a new project. It just, this week ends.
Can I declare war against the whole church and it is a 1-week project and then we succeed?
No. Elvorn doesn't all of a sudden feel someone's walking on his grave and he falls downstairs. It's over. No.
Damn.
Good try.
I guess you could declare war against some varmints that are on the island. I don't know.
Hey. It's called a bard troop, okay?
No, y'all left those behind.
No, they left.
Kyle sent them off to their doom to perform his play throughout the.
No, they know where to perform and where not to perform.
You get back.
Those
You get back, and you're walking into solitude for the first time, and that dude's getting his head cut off, but it's the bard troop.
Well, he shouldn't have let Ulfric Stormcloak out after he murdered the High King.
There are no good choices for which side to side up with in that game.
I have played Skyrim a large amount of time, and a large number of times. I have always picked the Stormcloak. I have always pseudo picked the Stormcloaks. I have never actually gotten to the war.
I did. The war is awesome.
However, honestly, looking at it, the whole Skyrimish for Nords thing is kind of icky.
Yeah, it is. Well, like I played through it and I did the war, but after I played for like 60 hours of not actually doing the story. So when I ran through fighting characters I'm supposed to when I was supposed to be like level 15, I wrecked house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Claire, weekends immediately, or are you declaring war on something?
I
I mean, you
Declare war on Ulfric Stormcloak.
never. You imperial scum.
Oh shit.
I have very nuanced feelings about the whole Stormcloak Rebellion shit, which we'll get into a different time. Hell, we could probably fill a whole fucking round table with that. Anyway,
Viva Morrowind.
Title of podcast: Why Claire's Wrong.
I would say we find like a small group of dissenters within the town that do actually agree with the Holy Winds. And this small group recognizes us, so we need to fight them
Okay, so hold on.
and murder them
God damn, Claire.
handily.
Claire, is this because your cell phone died?
It's been a few days.
Okay, so in Oblet.
Oh, who we lose? We lost Tarl. He's back.
Okay, so in Oblet, town is open mostly.
Correct.
Not for the theocracy. Small section though kind of is. What is this? What is this small group now that I have to create a faction for?
The church.
Okay, first name David.
No, you cannot use this joke 3 times in a row.
I mean,
no. They're not.
Can.
There is no church presence on Oblet.
The Fundies.
Fundies.
Yes.
It's a Furbolg family. No, that's wrong of me. Furbolg are nice. So the Fundies.
I feel like that might actually get us more hate than Mr. David. Just saying.
Bring the hate.
I have very much welcomed some aggravation at me for my statements in the last couple of days because I just look at people and go die salty. The pro-theocracy group want to capture and turn y'all in.
Yeah, and see, that's the benefit, is we're kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere, and these are like the most ass-backwards people that exist in this town, so it's not like they got many means to do shit.
You have just created your own version of the Gangrene Gang.
Yep. They're basically just sitting there, like, twiddling their thumbs, hoping that, like, some random scout actually comes past so they can be, like, a fucking Karen tattletale bitch.
They got to take a 2-day boat ride, which somehow took y'all like 5 weeks.
No, but that's the point. They can't even do that. They're just hoping someone else eventually shows up so they can report us.
All right. Discover something new. Start a project. Or hold a discussion.
What projects do we currently have going again?
Digging a new well's gonna empty out here soon.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. That's the only project I know of right now. Unless Moose has something sneaky I forgot about.
Nope.
I'm going to say build dock defenses.
Okay. What are these defenses on this dock?
So it would be things such as kind of like, not grandiose watchtowers, but like, 40 feet-ish tall, like decent sized like watchtowers and things to look out over the ocean. But also doing, as I'm sure you've probably done in Valheim by now, like the gate stuff where like in order to pull up flush with the docks themselves, there's actually like kind of like gates that block a boat from being able to pull in there. So it's a little more difficult if someone wanted to swing up and like breach the land and stuff. They can't just go right on in. And then likewise on those same, like that same front, like just kind of like wall fortifications. So if someone were to like bring a ship up broadside, they can't just step onto the docks.
Okay, I have not done the gate stuff yet because my dock consists of I hollowed out the backside of an island so I could fit a longboat in it.
Fair enough. Do you get kind of what I mean though? Just
Yes.
something simple like that. Okay, cool.
Okay, so that I would say that's at least 2 weeks though.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll say. Trying to think if there's anything I wanted to add to that. I don't think so. We'll go 2.
Okay. So 5 of spades for me. Winter elements destroy a food source if this was your only food source at a scarcity. Winter elements leave everyone cold, tired, and miserable. Project dice are not reduced this week. I'm going with that one. Winter has blown in, and so building something in the water really is not enticing y'all's small group. And also, now that winter has been moving in, I'm going to use the tail end of my turn to hold a discussion. And let me look at all the names of the people y'all got now. Let's see. There's Becca Alabaster, John Dre Copper, Ronaldo Ferris, and Arondold Ferdinand, who is the great dude Aarakocra Emu, Smebulok Vessel, Gabe and Ingle Webley, the livery halflings. Oh yeah, and the boat's name is Hermantha Douchebaggery. Oh my god, y'all. Greg is actually going to come up to y'all, and you're going to see that his normally kind of bright coloring is very mottled. And he is wrapped in a blanket, and he's like, are you staying here, or are we going to go to the town? I'm cold.
I cast Fireball.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody give me a dex save.
Fuck you, it's Mulak's job to cast harm on the party, not you.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I think the next person in the order is Mulak.
Oh, there's the. All right. Bam.
No,
4.
We'll address the 4 in a second. We still need to finish the discussion. Everybody has to say one thing for the conversation or discussion. You're supposed to. We haven't been doing it. We've been loosey goosey, but we're supposed to go in the order.
I had assumed we were already there, which is why I said upgrade the dock.
Yeah, I thought y'all were still at the pirate base where y'all were digging a well.
Nope.
To be fair, we did not specify that we were going to the town.
That is why Greg asked the question, because the DM is wondering what y'all are doing.
I also thought we were at the town.
I guess I wasted a project. Sweet.
I vote we move to the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought we were there.
Well, on your next turn, you could just start the project again because it didn't.
Claire,
You know.
I will allow the project to be that you just start adding on to the docks of this town.
Thank you.
The town guard. What the hell? What's what?
We find it easier just to let her
Helping.
just do whatever she's gonna do.
She is large. She is in charge.
She is helping. For me.
All right. So for Malak, all the animals and young children are crying and won't stop. Hold a discussion about this in addition to your regular action for the week, or a great atrocity is revealed. What is it? Who uncovers it?
So did you say the children and animals?
Yeah. All the animals and young children are crying.
Greg's making all the children cry. Because he started crying.
I'm cold. Next thing you know, all the kids in town.
An atrocity.
Okay, what is this atrocity?
Oh, God.
The atrocity
Here we go.
is that what this town has like a mayor or something like that.
We have not discussed that yet. I have some ideas about Oblet.
Okay, they have a mayor.
M-A-E-R or M-A-Y-O-R?
The second one. Like the leader of the town.
Okay, there is a mayor.
And
What is this mayor's name?
First name David.
I will stab you, Knox. I will stab you.
I
am chaotic neutral. I give my chaos out freely and to all. Just because 90% of the time it backs you doesn't mean you're not. It doesn't mean you're immune to it.
his name is Francis Nickelpenny.
Francis Nickelpenny.
And he's been raising the taxes, we found out, to like help with the lower incomed people, to like help them with heating and things like that. But he actually just keeps the money. He doesn't do anything with it. He just pockets all of it.
Okay, so this is the atrocity you find as a politician, basically being a politician.
Yes.
All right, so this is now discovered that the mayor of Oblet is corrupt. Who uncovers it?
Me.
Detective Mulak.
By just talking to the folks. Like I was busking and showing magic tricks, just not really for money, just to entertain them, because the children and animals were crying, and now they're laughing and happy.
What if he goes to like pay you in some way, but then he actually like pulls the money back, but you actually notice, so then you like have this personal vendetta against him and stalk him, and then find out that he's actually a big piece of shit?
No, it's just I've been talking to the people, and they're like, the mayor's been collecting all these extra taxes even from us, and he hasn't done anything. So I started investigating, and I found out that he's been pocketing all the taxes.
Dun dun dun.
Like a bastard.
See, Claire, are you okay?
I'm good. I have vengeance on the brain.
Moose.
The
Moose.
discussion. What?
Moose, safe word. What is the safe word? Blink if you need help, Moose.
What is happening?
I mean, y'all were saying that like 99% of the time the female moose is the scariest thing in the world, so.
All right.
Should I be scared of something?
He hasn't given him a safe word. Ought to lead you in that direction.
All right. New project, discover something new, or hold a discussion.
Well, I guess it said we have to start a discussion about the mayor, right?
No, hold on. No.
Okay.
You hold a discussion about if you picked all the kids are crying. You got to hold a discussion about that.
Okay. I will start a project to
Make all the
overthrow
children
the
cry.
mayor and replace him with this other person that I found and know that they will do a good job.
Really quick question, as my statement in the conversation. Really quick question: is this really cool, awesome, and qualified person that you found for this job? Is that person you?
You're not a part of this. The only person that's helping me is Dreyfus.
So he doesn't have a choice.
Dreyfus is over there literally looking unamused. I'm being told I have to do this.
Well, look, and then Dreyfus, when I introduce him to the person, he agrees that they would be a good choice.
Dreyfus would agree there is a good choice. It might not be the
And-
same as your choice.
No, but the person I picked is legitimately a good choice. And Dreyfus agrees with me, and he's gonna help me.
Roll persuasion.
Well, everybody else gets to just do whatever.
I'm kidding.
Moose, again, blink if you need help.
I am very
Dreyfus.
persuasive. I'll do it anyway.
Dreyfus.
Natural 20
Oh.
for a 28.
Oh, God.
He's blinking a lot right now.
Dreyfus, you do not have to participate with what he wants you to do. However, I would like to hear who you think the best candidate would be.
Like Dreyfus, I have literally no clue. We have been here 3 days. But obviously this dude is, the mayor is terrible because he discovered corruption in 3 days.
I am excellent at that, by the way.
Yeah, I guess Dreyfus is right. That dude, this mayor must be super bad at it. Super bad at crime.
Oh, God. Y'all should make the livery kid the new mayor. Make up for accidentally killing his dad. Arvax.
I mean,
Shut up.
technically we didn't kill him. Technically, we allowed him to be liquefied.
Yeah, that's
All right.
closer to the truth.
All right. Mularn.
And that's going to take me, I'm going to say a week. We'll do it in 1 week.
No, it's going to take more than a week to overthrow the freaking mayor, dude.
2 weeks.
Sure. All right. 2. A headstrong community member takes charge of the community's work efforts. A project fails, and then a different project finishes early. A headstrong community member tries to take control of the community. How are you preventing them from doing this? Due to the conflict, project dice are not reduced this week.
I cast Fireball.
I support this choice.
So, due to my brother's machinations of basically ousting the mayor and installing a new mayor, essentially there is someone else who is attempting to be the mayor. They're basically someone trying to help the mayor still consolidate power. So basically a puppet for the mayor. And we stop him with a montage from like the new Scooby-Doo movies. We just we're like just kind of chase him around the town, and he chases us around, and then he puts on like a ghost sailor outfit, and tries to spook us. but then I magically call in our own ghost ship and scares him shitless.
Which one of these are you picking, Knox? The project fails and then a new one finishes, or another one finishes, or are you going with the dice reduced this week?
Let's go. We're gonna go with the no dice reduced this week, due to this other person's attempt to help the mayor. So he is actively trying to stymie my brother's work.
Okay, so discover something new, start a new project, or hold a discussion after you have this whole week of Scooby-Doo nonsense.
I'm going to discover something new.
All right, and what is this?
And that is that there is a what is it? What I'm going to is that there was a church vessel that came ashore 2 weeks before we did. It was a very small vessel. They dropped off one person, and that person didn't even come into town. They immediately walked, say, northeast into northeast and then into the woods, and no one has seen them since.
Okay, so rando dropped off by that went into the woods to the northeast. Cool. All right, Tarl. Oh, the Jack. Okay. The Jack of Winter. An infected outsider arrives seeking amnesty. They have some much-needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community, remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community or bar them from entry. What scarcity could they have addressed? How does it need to, or how does it need to become more dire this week?
Well, I'm going to ban them from the community.
All right, so there was a sick individual. What scarcity could they have addressed? Y'all don't have a lot of scarcities at this point.
Maybe morale, which was less scarce.
Okay. So maybe a performer of some type?
A priest.
Okay. Back up to the top with a Arvax.
No, you forgot some stuff.
That's right. Discover something new, start a project, or hold a discussion.
I'm going to start a project to send scouts out to find the outsider that went northeast.
Okay.
My project's done.
All right, so you have built defenses, extra defenses along the docks.
Yeah.
Their instructions are to find the outsider, pinpoint the location, and come back and report, and do not to be seen by the outsider.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give them 3 weeks.
Cool. Cool. So, Peregrine's dock project finishes. And what about Mulak's plan?
It still had one more because Mularn's
Yeah,
postponed
he
it.
postponed it, so it has
Okay.
1 more week.
All right. Arvax, draw a card.
Okay.
6 of winter. The time has come to consolidate your efforts and your borders. Projects located outside the settlement fail, and all remaining projects are reduced by 2 weeks. Or someone finds a curious opportunity on the edge of the map. Start a project related to its discovery.
Let's do that one. So something weird was discovered. Make a project with that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, don't know anything about this area.
No, but also I don't know much about this area because there's a reason I called it Oblette at first. Do this so we can see all the map.
Find some, I guess, artifacts or items that would look like at one point there were a lot more people here from the not accepted religions from the theocracy. So maybe spend like a week kind of digging around, seeing what all we can find on that.
Cool. So, which of the 3 are you doing with the end of your turn?
Kind of did 2 of them just with that. No, my computer's being dumb. I guess start a discussion. How long should we just hole up here? Where should we got away from the mainland? What do we do, or where do we go from here?
I think we should definitely stick around there. There doesn't seem to be. This place seems pretty remote. This place seems pretty out of the way, and it seems like for the most part the church leaves this place alone. There may be at some point we may have to lay low for a little bit if they do come looking, as eventually I think they will. Just if nothing else, to clear this place off of their checklists. I think keeping still and sticking around here for at least a while will help us get everything. Will help us come up with a plan and then get everything in order. We can figure out what our next big step is. And I think this is as good a place as any to kind of hold up without trying to. Because the other option is to try to get on a ship to get to non-church controlled area, and that is going to take, I think, more resources and time than we currently have, especially with them still looking for us.
We got a safe haven here, so we need to stay. I don't think the church is going to mess with us here. However, I think we need to go up into the mountains and find a cave as a fallback for an alternate safe haven, and possibly send spies out to see what the church is doing.
Smebialok just still sitting on top of vessel. Oh yeah, it seems pretty sweet here. Definitely some employment opportunities. I haven't seen a single mercenary band here yet. We could start our own one. Again.
I'm good with staying.
We already have our own one.
All right, then it's a franchise.
Luck.
We stay.
I mean,
be safe. We're gonna be protected by a lot here.
I mean, we can say for now. Eventually, we gotta do something.
Phil Peregrine, we're fucking staying. You see the tower I built?
I built it tall.
Everyone's sitting there looking at the stairs that are Peregrine size and like the halfling harbor master.
Fuck.
Just has to hop up every stair.
She can always toss him.
Just whoop.
And that's how we got a new harbor master. I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right, Peregrine.
Oh, my thing ends.
Okay, who are you putting in as mayor?
It's a nice like middle-aged woman. Her name is Pilly Grimshaw. She is a Dwarven woman.
Pilly?
Pilly, like Tilly.
Oh, Tilly. I thought you said Pilly.
And her last name is Grimshaw. And she's very no nonsense, but she's also very happy that we helped, and now we have the mayor of this town to help protect us as well, because she will do anything to help us.
All right, Arthur Morgan.
Hey, her name is Susan Grimshaw, okay?
Yeah, but there's also Tilly in the camp too.
Yeah, I just mixed their two names. I literally just mixed their two names together.
Jesus. All right. Start a new project, discover something new.
It's not his turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that was just my project ending. So now she's gonna be a good mayor, and she's on our side as well.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. It's
the
high.
Queen.
Oh no.
You see a good omen. What is it?
Oh.
You can see the church on fire from here.
Is that literally it?
Yeah, that is literally it. You see a good omen. What is it?
Another Sky broadcast happens, and it starts out very propaganda-y like the other ones have, but then like right at the end, all of a sudden the person, like a news anchor that's like sitting there talking, looks to the side and kind of like panics and starts rushing, trying to finish everything up, and then they like take off running and grab their papers that fly after them, and then you hear like this crash and bang and the camera falls to the side, and then it cuts.
That was weird.
So somewhere, something, the bad guys just had a bad thing happen to them.
Greg. Woo!
And the town cheers.
Yay.
Huh.
Greg. Cheer, I'll make all the children cry again. He just smiles and you hear a child crying. Poor little crocodile mouth boy. All right, what else you want to do, Claire?
Is it project, discover something, or discussion?
Yes.
What's our scarcities? I don't have the thing pulled up.
Right now, okay, the scarcities don't make sense at this point because fresh water is now taken care of. So in fact, I'm just taking that off the list. You're in a town with fresh water.
Okay.
Metal is not necessarily a scarcity because you can still get other metal. Plus, you still have mithril. Shelter is not scarcity because since she'll do anything to help you, y'all have a place to stay. The only scarcity y'all really have is morale. Like, it is winter, it is cold, it is wet. Y'all seem to be safe right now. But if the last year and a half for y'all has taught you anything, weird bullshit randomly happens for no reason at all.
Okay, Peregrine is going to start. She's going to set up a hunting party to go out for 3 weeks, kind of no, I think it'd really only take 2. Just across one of these rivers.
Okay.
Like a week out, a week back. Sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd say they're going out to do like a really, really big kind of prolonged hunt of elk and return not to give like a surplus of food, but to remove the scarcity on morale due to coming back with so many pelts for comfort. Like they still bring food back. It's not enough to bump it into like, yay, holy shit, we've got like a plethora of food, but I want to remove the scarcity on morale by bringing back the furs. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yay.
Okay.
That's the week on my my project.
Okay, and what was your project again?
My project was kind of digging around looking to see if there were other things that popped up. And from what it looks like, maybe the reason Oblet had so many scary stories about it is because at some point, or many points in the past, it was actually kind of a haven for people who worship in the outlawed religions. Like, we find stuff from the Fen, we've like stuff from the Raven Queen, Lolth, like just several different outlawed or frowned upon gods being worshipped. We just find evidence that people have been here, or probably run here before to get away from the theocracy so they can worship what they want in peace.
Okay.
Quick thing. I don't think we ever wrapped up the war project, nor do I remember if we gave it how long.
I don't remember what you gave it for how long.
It's now been 6, 7 turns. Can we say it's up now?
Yeah.
Probably.
So I need to take the fundies off this list.
No, they can stay there. We could say that maybe like a couple ran away, or like maybe it's like a group that exists in more than just here. But yeah, we basically slaughter them, and then like a group of people take them back out to the barrier island to do kind of the whole like Pirates of the Caribbean thing, and like hang them with a warning to let everybody know that's coming for the theocracy that hey, you better watch out because we don't want you here.
Great. The spooky island now has more dead bodies on the outside of it to be spookier.
And there's a big sign saying "Stay out."
But you just see the theocracy. They just bring in this new canon. Well, I can't stay out when it says that. This is just too intriguing. Welcome.
That's about right.
Welcome, Canon Candy.
That was weird.
What was weird?
You.
Yeah. All right. You done, Claire?
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
The 3. Man, I was wondering how long it would take us to get to the king.
Yeah, we're getting lucky.
Okay, someone comes up with an ingenious solution to a big problem, and as a result, a project finishes early. What was their idea? All right, someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months. Peregrine, you, I'm going to say, came up with a project to help people stay, before you went off on the hunting party, came up with an idea to keep people warm because your little kobold friend is starting to become a kobold sickle most days, since he is
probably
cold-blooded. So you remember when you were younger and it got really, really cold, that your people would build, I would say, not so much an igloo, but would actually like cut the tundra turf and build basically ice blocks out of them, and then would use a way to channel the heat between it to almost make like an insulated wall, like a
Ooh,
heated
yeah.
wall.
And like the kind that are like just barely down in the ground, so like it kind of gets that like actual earth insulation too. Yeah.
And since a lot of the houses here are kind of earthen made, before you leave, you're like, oh yeah, this, and this, and explain it. And so over the next 4 weeks, we'll say, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Over the next 3 weeks, you have people setting up a project to create, at least in like the larger gathering areas, this semi-heated wall that the earth in it maintains the heat longer than if it was just a fire out in more of the central space.
Sweet.
All right. And then start a project called Discussion to discover something new. I'm going to say that one of the artifacts that was discovered when y'all were looking at the stuff that you dug up. Sorry, I'm also trying to find a D6. And of course, it's not in here.
Upper left-hand corner and roll 20.
No. I'm looking for one to keep track of a project with. I have them right next to me. There we go. Here's one. So, one of the things you find seems like a pendant of tear. However,
Isn't that a tolerated deity?
it doesn't look 100% right. Something is slightly off with this pendant of tear. I believe that Tarl would know that, because isn't Tarl's deity tier?
It is.
Tarl, this thing looks weird.
That's because it ain't the real thing.
What is it?
It's a fake. Somebody went to war under the pretense of being at war for my God, and it's not working. It's not right. They were at war under false pretenses.
That's weird.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Tear is the one that looks like an arrow.
I believe so.
Yeah, it looks like a upwards arrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
So I'll describe it for you. Instead of it looking like it's an arrow, but they cross back or they go down, or so where the point comes out, they then point and cross back over the main line. So it's almost like a diamond with two little legs sticking out on either side.
Could it be from some kind of different god? I mean, I don't know where to go from here. We're still in the thing.
Okay, so that was me. So that's it. Lock.
My project finished.
Oh, and what did your project discover?
They found the outsider holed up to the northeast in what looks like a cave on the map up there. You see it with 4 trees?
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that he would leave the cave, come back down toward the city, and then go back to the cave. And it looked like he was releasing homing pigeons.
Okay. Now, Mulak.
Ah,
And the game's over. Winter fully sets in. And we will pick up with role play at this point because very limited, I will say, because I need to go create maps later.
This is going to be a little scary for Peregrine and her crew because we're in the middle of nowhere.
So how long did you have for yours to complete, Peregrine?
I had that week. By the end of that week. So I've got 1 week of getting back.
Okay, so I will set the scene for you. The little bit of Oblet, since no one added any too much more discussion. Oblet is, at first glance, the outer ring of Oblet looks like a ghost town. The first, several blocks in are abandoned buildings, but Tarl, with your stone cunning, and anyone else that has a passive perception above a 12, they're made to look this way. And as you get past this barrier ring of what looks like a ghost town, there's actually a sizable little city. A lot of it's stone and earth buildings, at least for the first floor. And then if they are a 2-story or above building, they do have a wooden structure above them. Very much built into the landscape, very much built to be low. There is the river that runs by, which I will come up with a name for later, unless someone else wants to write one on the map, and it better not be David.
The Davidian River.
Or no, because because the river actually flows from the top lake to the bottom lake, so this would be a branch of the Davidian.
Yeah, it's the branch. One of them's the branch Davidian, one's the branch Viridian.
I hate both of you. They start at the 2 lakes and then run down towards Oblet.
And the lake on the far left-hand side is Lake Koresh.
Write the shit on the map and I'll look at it later and name it on the actual map, assholes.
I mean, we're fucking around. If you want to keep it that way, that's up to you.
I didn't name anything on this because I thought at some point people would discover and name things. Most of the internet's too young to know about that anyway.
You know.
Anyway, so the largest building is the City Hall, which is it's a low building, 2-story. First level is stone, the second layer is wood. But it's squat and wide. Like it's the largest building in town because its square footage or its footprint is massive compared to the rest of the town. And this is also where the mayor lives. There are temples, and they are more or less non-denominational temples. If you go into any of these buildings, there seems to be multiple shrines set up.
Do any of them offer a certain service maybe given to you by another person.
No,
No, there's no red light districts here.
there is no hookers and cookies. Okay, Moose, there are no. Your idea has not spread because there is one NPC that popped up at the end of the other game who is in this list too. And she is currently smacking the shit out of the city that your other characters are in.
Oh, that lady.
Yep. The Queen of Sails is also the leader of the Writ of Waves. So, y'all are going to be put up in a local inn that's near the mayor's mansion. And the other thing you notice is that while there's no red light district, there is a vice district that is like you go through the fake ghost town that is the outskirts. And then you go through an area that is like gambling casinos and just connected loosely to piracy is what it looks like. And then you move into the town proper, which the town proper and the kind of vice district don't really talk that much. It seems like there is a uneasy agreement about like what happens over there.
So what you're saying is there is fake ruins, then there is Bourbon Street, and then there's the rest of the Garden District.
Yes. Not quite Garden District nice, though. Who wrote Wok Oblet?
Waka.
Wakoblet? Anyway.
Waco.
Oh, wait. Oh. Boo. Jesus. I didn't expect something from the 90s to come back that hard.
I gotta let the dog out. I'll be right back.
So, I am going to say that you're all held up in a couple rooms at a tavern, which I need to open up the document because I need to name the tavern.
The
Okay.
Fieldmore Inn.
Nope.
I walked away. What's happening?
The name of this tavern is the Blue Pudding.
Oh, what?
Do they also serve waffles?
No. But yes, this is why I picked that name, because it made me laugh and I knew y'all would go inappropriate places with it. So, y'all are in the Blue Pudding. You're on, this one actually is built down into the ground. So, like, there's the first layer that you come in and it opens up to kind of a gallery. And then that has most of the business and, like, the kitchen and all that's off here. Rooms are downstairs past the open kind of, no, what's the right word? The dining area. It's almost like you're coming in on the second level of a saloon instead of the first. But your rooms are actually one level below that. So your rooms are completely subterranean. One of the rooms you go into will have Vessel and have Smebulok, who is trying to carve himself peg legs.
We sleeping in the basement, yo.
No, there's another layer below y'all.
Damn, they sleeping in the deep basement.
Back home, we call this the Great Hall.
So Smebulok is making fake legs for himself. The Vessel is there. Your two halfling friends now work for the mayor because they proved to actually be very good.
Good, something good happened to them.
Especially after what you did to his dad.
Fuck you.
Not salty about this at all. Not at all.
I
Not-
made the deal with the goddamn hag.
So,
I know.
the metal pikes are still, the 4 remaining metal pikes are still sticking around, y'all. Mostly because they also see that Smebulok's with y'all, and technically he outranks them.
Oh yeah. What was that?
Huh?
What was that noise?
What noise? I sniffed, and I'm trying to put a dice up.
Did you fart while trying to put the dice up?
No.
It was probably his chair.
Uh-huh.
That's what Claire says too.
Uh-huh.
Is it this noise?
Yes.
That is me rocking back and forth in the chair.
Uh-huh.
It sounds quite sus, I will say.
It does. Also, all of y'all on here know I will claim. Sounds like gas.
He's rocking that gas.
No, I'm saving it all up for November 4th through the 6th. I'll make sure the week before to survive on a diet of bean burritos.
You will be sleeping in the shed.
Hey, I got a recliner out there now. So, you find yourselves in the great room. Meals have been provided for you. A lot of root vegetables. Peregrine has not made it back yet from the woods. It got too cold to finish off the heating project.
Greg is just curled up by the fire.
Greg is under a whole lot. Okay, everyone has seen the episode.
There's just a tail.
Everyone's seen the episode of The Office when Ron Swanson was sick, wearing like 8 coats and a fuzzy hat, looking miserable.
Parks and Rec. Yes.
That is Greg. That is Greg right now. He is wrapped in blankets and furs and a fuzzy hat. There's a snoot on one end and a tail that like gets pulled back under quickly anytime it slides out.
Since I feel like we're actually kind of at a safe point right now. At some point, Arvax is going to go off just so she's on her own. And I'm going to use one of the 2 sending scrolls I have left.
Okay.
And I am going again to send a message to Hadga. And I will just say, safe in Oblet. Can you tell me anything about a woman named Unmara, led a cult near the Dampwood, asking for a friend?
I'm trying not to go into the voice I was told do not use for this character.
Who, Madge? Hey. Hello.
Please, for fuck's sake, no.
You just hear the voice come back, resolute. She's dead. Been dead. Left. Someone else counts. So I think I'm at 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Left fin deep. In the Great Marsh.
You're 11.
Holy wind stalled in the woods. Left surprises for them.
Yeah.
Rotwood being annoying.
It's
How
not
many
much
how
to-
many words do I got left?
That was 25.
Okay.
That was a resolute answer. Not really what I was looking for, but all right. Just wanted to check in with them, and I have one sending scroll left that I can keep.
All right, so that's what
I need
Arvax
to
is
Yeah.
doing. With you being up, Emily, would you bring me a ginger ale? She has already stepped away. All right, we'll just go down the list. Peregrine, give me a survival roll.
Let me get my sheet open.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey.
You managed to make it back into town by the this is whether you're used to. This is whether you have dealt with before.
Yeah, I realized after saying that, I was like, oh no, I'm in danger. I was like, wait, no, this is like probably actually better than where I'm from. It's been a while, so it's not easy, but
this is not the land of like nearly eternal night.
yeah. And she now has Peregrine if things get real dire, and that would help a lot.
The main reason why is like, okay, did you lose anybody? But you're noticing that wind seems to be coming from the northeast, like it's blowing down the strait, and since there are not mountains on this side blocking it, the wind whips in here pretty quickly and pretty harshly. You can see why there's not a lot of, when you're moving through here, there's a lot, you saw like people raising pigs and other small livestock, but you didn't see too much other than like potato fields or turnip fields. You didn't see a lot of, like, there's not grain here so much. So there's it's not the most hospitable place. But you're able to make it back by the end of what would have been your 2 weeks. You don't have as much as you wish you would have had, but there's a sizable amount. Not as much elk here as you would have thought there was. Like there's not a whole, like there's a whole lot of hares. There's some owls of unusual size. But for the most part,
Those are fake.
they were talking to you. They had their own civilization and everything, but you know, it's an owl.
Who?
Poor Avi. Anyway, you make it back. What's the first thing you do?
Start cleaning the catch and getting those furs treated.
Okay. So that is what Peregrine's doing. Again, Greg sitting by the fire. Dreyfus does not really leave y'all unless you order him to do anything. Kind of the same thing with the metal pikes. Like the metal pikes almost seem like, because Smebulak mentioned maybe opening a business here, that things would be good. But they're kind of waiting for someone who actually will do the paperwork and take charge to do it because they don't want to. They do not have the desire to lead. All right. Mulak, what are you doing during this time period?
I am just like hanging out with the mayor and ingratiating ourselves, like being as helpful as possible to the townsfolk, whether that's boosting morale, giving a hand where needed as much as I can. You know, if they need heavy shit picked up, I'll ask Dreyfus to do it, or anybody, you know, I'll just trying to be helpful. So that way, if shit does hit the fan, the townsfolk will protect us as well.
Okay, so just you're trying to smooth and give yourself more of a power base.
Yes.
You're working on minions.
Yes.
All right. I think I know what Mularn might be doing. So I'm going to skip you, Knox, and go to Tarl and come back. Okay.
My plan, actually, my plan is to do that, and with honestly, kind of because of where we're at, and now that we know everything that we have, was to do that next week.
Okay, you want to do that next week?
Yep.
Okay, remember. Yeah, well, next week we will actually. No, next week is Halloween, and I'll be. Well, no, we'll be back by trick or treating by that time. Okay.
We might not be, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But next game, I plan on doing that next game.
Next session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, if that's not what you're doing, just helping your brother or piddling around.
Yeah. Is Elaine still with us?
Yeah, Elaine did not leave.
Okay. Work. Just kind of Elaine and I, making
Sweet love.
no. Yes. No. Essentially making when the weather permits. And I mean, she's a fire genasi, and I have no body heat, so it's not really that big of a deal. We'll kind of go out and about. Elaine and I will disappear for 3 or 4 days on it, 3 or 4 days at a time. Essentially, taking stock of potential arcane ingredients and components in the area that we could potentially that if supplies ran low, what we could use.
Okay.
It's actually the kind of the project that I was going to do if it got to my turn again.
Okay.
But so I'd still like to see about doing that.
Okay. And Tarl, what are you doing?
Start out by addressing Smebylock. Smebylock,
Yes.
you talked about starting up a mercenary band here. Your first mission is the spy in the northeast in the cave that apparently is reporting things to somebody with homing pigeons. We need to find out about him, find out who he's reporting to, and resolve that issue.
Wait, so are you not joining the mercenary company?
Yeah, I'll be in the mercenary. But I'm also going to start up a blacksmith school and start working on my masterwork armor my dad tasked me to do, and teach blacksmithing and forging in the process.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. I just gotta make sure everything's cool with the mayor. Also, and he holds up the 2 little wooden pegs he made. You think these are okay?
They will do until I can fabricate you something on the forge.
Oh God, you're gonna give him basically pre-robot legs. You've made Smebylock better, faster, stronger. He kicks like a bitch now.
Lieutenant Smebylock, you got new legs.
New mithril legs.
Fuck you, Knox. What the hell's wrong with you?
A great deal, to be quite honest. But I mean, let's face it, none of you would have me any other goddamn way.
This is valid.
Knox, I see another wasteland in our future soon.
Or something of the like. Let's put it that way, because I ain't got the $1,000 to get out there.
Yeah, it is rather expensive.
I just wish it also wasn't when I have to be at work.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we got going on. I got some maps to draw, a little bit of additional information to put in about the city up on Roll20. So I think that's where we'll actually call it for tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
So
We went through a fucking year. Jesus.
Yep. Oh, and I'll be nice because it has been a year and y'all did a lock. That is another level.
Woo!
Yay! What level are we supposed to be now?
9.
9.
9.
E.
Oh, what did I get at 9?
You get to do as our child has said multiple times because of the Joe Cat Paladin video.
I hate that you let our child do this.
To be fair, he has not done it to anybody other than you and me.
Bruh, I don't get nothing. Okay, I get my proficiency bonus goes up, and I now have 2 third level spells. Spell slots.
All right, so I will turn it over to my lovely wife for our socials and schedules, and Knox for our sign off.
We got stuff coming up this week. Thursday, we will not be doing the end of Curse of Strahd because of school and children things. Are you guys gonna do it Saturday?
I have not seen anybody's response on that yet, so to be
It
announced.
potentially will be Saturday or Monday on actual Halloween. Still kind of up in there. Sunday, we're doing the Halloween investigation check. Are we still doing that?
Yeah, y'all are. I'm not involved in this investigation check.
I have not researched anything yet. Yay. So Sunday investigation check, up in the air for end of Curse of Strahd, and which means we may or may not have Holy Winds next Monday. Kind of depend on how that one falls, so just keep an eye on our social media. We will let people know when things are going to be going on. Speaking of our social media, we are on Facebook, of course, here on Twitch and on YouTube as Bonus Action. We are at bonus_team on Twitter. We don't have a team TikTok. I just make my own dumb shit. And I think that's it. Keep an eye out for announcements for our charity stuff going on. We will be having Extra Life, our big charity stream next month. We'll also be doing the Hot Wing Challenge for are we doing Wounded Warrior?
Wounded Warrior, yeah.
For Wounded Warrior Project. You said that you guys are doing a Phasmophobia stream?
That I think so. I think that's still Sunday.
Okay. But I think that's all from me.
Well, that we appreciate y'all hanging out with us and stuff. Looking forward to not this coming weekend, but the following weekend and all the Extra Life shenanigans. We hope y'all tune into that. So until next time, folks, don't let your meatloaf.